Education Foundation was established in 1994 through a generous grant by one of our members at that time. We established the Education Foundation with that funding to allow us to provide a couple of avenues of outreach to youngsters in the Monmouth and Ocean County area.
I've been involved with the foundation that started mentoring about 10 or 11 years ago, and the foundation had been in place for about 5 years before that.
Two of the primary programs that the foundation hosts is our scholarship program and our mentoring program. The scholarship program solicits funds through our membership and through other sources of fundraising throughout the course of the year, and we provide scholarship funding to both of the universities in Monmouth and Ocean counties. That's Georgian Court and Monmouth University.
I think it's important for us to invest in our students' future by raising scholarship funds and helping them to pay. School's so expensive. It's just really, really expensive. So any little bit that we can provide for students, to help them out with their education, which is why I think it's important for groups to donate.
To date, we've provided about $60,000 worth of scholarship funding to the school systems in the two-county area.
The scholarship has been able to help me. It's extra money for me, but it was nice to get like a paper that had the signatures of like the governor and some other important people.
The scholarships that we award each year go to students in the Ocean County and Monmouth County VOTEC system, also to the Georgian Court University, Monmouth University, and the two junior colleges, Brookdale and Ocean County College. We
are finding that there are quite a number of students that they don't have funding available to them to the same degree as what it used to be or what certain segments of the population have access to.
It's important for people in the community to donate to the fund because this is helping people get education. One thing you can never take away from people is an education.
The other program is our mentoring program. Mentoring program was adopted about 10 years ago now, I guess, and their purpose was to work one-on-one with some of the kids from the high schools, in particular in the junior and senior level of high school, to give them an opportunity to interact with adults in the work environment so that they had a better understanding of what they could expect once they transition out of school.
I became involved in the Education Foundation because Steve Bombera, who is a childhood friend of mine, said that we needed some mentors for some students.
Well, I think being an educator myself, I just strongly believe that kids do need to be given the right direction in life, and not everything can come from a textbook. It's got to come from outside the textbook and outside the realm of the classroom as well.
Freshman year, my dad is good friends with the principal of my school, and the program was just getting started. So I talked to him, I met my mentor, Mr. Dominguez, and then we got started off from there.
When I first started with him, he was a sophomore. And at that time, Kerry McCormick was the principal. And so I told him, the boy's name, and he said, oh, he's going to do well, I think. So we started, through the program, little by little. Towards the end of the year, Kerry came up to me and says, you wouldn't believe the difference in this fella. He's just done so well in school now.
The mentor program has helped me manage my money, think about the future. I never really thought about that until I started talking to him.
My mentor has taught me how to organize my thoughts, because we talk about school, future, jobs, teachers, classes, everything. So I know going into college to organize my thoughts and think things through, and things aren't really as difficult as they seem.
It helped me prepare for the military, and for just more than that, it gave me somewhat of a structure. It really just got me ready for what was ready to come at me once I got out of high school.
in our school, what we did was focus on the middle of the spectrum. People at the top and people at the bottom get a great deal of attention. And I think probably one of the most heartfelt, things that happened to me was when a middle-of-the-road girl had said, "No one's ever asked me to do anything throughout high school, and now you're asking me to be mentored by someone," and she loved it, and she loved the experience that she had.
Don't get me wrong, my parents always motivated me, but I could just brush them off. But having someone there nagging at me, it kind of pushed me a little more, because he wasn't related to me, so I kind of had to prove myself and actually impress him somehow with my grades.
I think if I didn't have somebody showing me the right direction, I'd be in the same situation as my freshman and sophomore year, not knowing what I want to do for college or how I'm going to get into any college.
If I had not got involved with the mentor program, I probably wouldn't have such a clear picture of my future and wouldn't be so, once again, full of clear thoughts and way to organize myself mentally.
If it wasn't for the mentoring program, well, I know it probably would have been much harder getting into college, because grades weren't the best, but my senior year they were up there, so I'm sure I'd be on the rocks with college right now.
I'd definitely be probably outside, planting bushes or something. I'd probably be breaking my back right now.
I would definitely convince business leaders to mentor, because they've seen a lot of the world, both personally and in the business world, of money and financials, and sometimes kids really don't have a clear picture of that, and they haven't had a lot of exposure to money and financials, and business leaders would definitely know what they're talking about and probably be good at explaining it and helping kids.
You're never going to get back some of the time that you wasted, so why not just spend some of it just better preparing yourself for what's going to come at you in the future.
I just truly believe in it, because it's, like I said, another dimension that, they need to learn a lot about.
The group of professionals in the MODC, having this program offers the opportunity for the kids to meet with business leaders who are in the mix now and can see the problems that they're going to have to deal with. And I think that we can help them in our small way, direct them towards careers or activities or volunteerism. I mean, just volunteering our time sends a message to them that we think they're worthwhile, and that it might pass it down.
One day, we're all going to have to lead at some time.
There are a lot of kids out there that really need some direction.
We're going to be running the country and give it 10 years, and if we don't have any education, then there's really not going to be a country left.
In order to become successful in the business community nowadays, it takes a lot more than just that certificate of graduation, whether it's from high school or vocational system or college. But they're up against a lot of competition, and anything that we can provide them with before they get to that point of job search, they certainly should take advantage of, and that's hopefully what we're trying to accomplish through the Education Foundation's programs.